Oh yeah, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another one. Hope everyone's having a great morning. If not, you should probably figure your out. So today we are going to be going out doing some scouting with Kevin. Going to be looking for ducks and bucks. So it's going to be some dual purpose scouting. Going to be hitting a marsh that's pretty local to us, only about 20 minutes out. And then depending on what we see there, we might have a dual purpose spot or even at least a spot to duck hunt or buck hunt. So got my coffee, trying to wake up. Look like crap, but whatever. And before we head off doing that, we're gonna let out all the animals this morning. Oh, what's up, Buck Norris? What's up, buddy? And for you that do not follow our homesteading page, the Ridgestead, put a link into that in the description. But that rooster is new. We got him for free from our neighbor because our rooster got eaten by a fox. And I've been on the fence on actually getting a trapping license and come fall end up trapping for this fox and some raccoons that are in the area. But the foxes have been a problem with everyone else, chickens in the neighborhood and other animals. And the raccoons are just massive. Might just start chipping away at those guys. What's up, girlies? Yeah, so I don't know if our neighbors really appreciate the rooster, but the rooster does his job of protecting the girls and hopefully fertilizing our future eggs. Yeah, he's very, very loud. So that's about it for laying the animals out. Don't have too many, but gonna hop in the truck now, meet up with Kevin since it is ducks and bucks scouting. Got waders, got binos. Not gonna do trail cams. Not sure how difficult it's gonna be to get back there, but let's head out there and see what we can find. All right, real quick before we head out, I am going to be doing another cool video pretty soon. DIY duck blind boat on my 1860 low roughneck center console. It's going to be a learning process because of the center console being in the way, but I'm thinking I'm going to use these T-slots that come stock on the roughnecks. Build a blind that can just go on and off. I can switch out the different camos if I want, and going to be using it for bigger water or places that really don't have any structure to stand on and super mucky lakes. Keep an eye out for that. That's going to be really, really soon because it's August 6th and I head out September 23rd or 24th that weekend for northern Wisconsin duck hunting. So it's going to be a lot of projects, a lot of videos, but I'm pretty excited, especially to hunt out of this. I've had it for 2 years and didn't think I'd be duck hunting. All right, so since we have about a 20-minute drive, I want to let you guys know that I have actually started and launched my own business. It is called The Trading Post and is literally for everything outdoors that you can think of. My idea for The Trading Post was originally to have people trade gear that they have laying around that, I mean, every outdoorsman and women have extra fishing poles, extra arrows, extra basically everything. And I figured that there's other stuff that people seek value in that they are willing to trade and not try to sell all the time. So that is still a feature of the site, actually, is to trade gear. On the other hand, I have mainly been focusing on having a multi-vendor platform. So anyone that makes fishing lures, furniture that has to do with outdoors, anything you can think of, you can make your own store and start building your own business. So for the other portion of the website currently is video hosting. So anything that is outdoors, from hunting, camping, fishing, backpacking, overlanding, anything that you can think of, rock climbing, you can post. It's kind of a short breakdown of what my site is all about. We are almost at Kevin's house, but there's a lot of other phases that I plan on doing with this site, like more education, mentor programs. So again, it is The Trading Post. I will put a link down below. Currently, multi-vendor marketplace, start your own business if you sell custom gear, and then currently video hosting for all of your outdoor content, hunting, fishing, you name it, put it up there. go over there, check that out. Let me know what you think. If anyone has any ideas of what possibly they would want added or what they want from their outdoor community, let me know, because I am more than down to change things for anyone that checks it out. Thanks, I appreciate it. And that's enough rambling. So I think we're a few minutes out. I'm really excited to get on this part, to go scout. There's some islands that we're gonna be hitting up. When I mean islands, they're gonna be hopefully some oak islands in the middle of this marsh. And the only way to get back there is to be trucking through some cattails and some thick stuff. Of course, I have, I think, the proper scouting attire, which is a t-shirt, some shorts, and some good old Crocs. I am really hoping on not getting cut up, but if I put on waders, I really don't plan on wearing pants because it is already 72 degrees out at 7 a.m. and it's gonna be really, really hot today, and humidity is up. So pretty excited. Around here in southeastern Wisconsin, everyone has been learning that marshes is where the big bucks are. Big bucks like to bed out even on these little islands or even in the middle of the marsh still, where they can find a little high ground and they're completely safe. They don't have to worry about anything going out there besides hunters. If no one goes back there all spring or summer, they're basically carefree. You should be able to get on some good deer. On the flip side, this marsh definitely opens up and can have some really good pockets for duck hunting. Last time Kevin was out here with Nick, you saw both of them in the last video with the gadwalls and ringneck that Kevin got. But they were out there and they definitely kicked up some hens. I think they said woodies, I'm not 100% sure, but we do have an early teal season at the beginning of September here. Might be worth checking out. Probably be better to go out right before dark, maybe like an hour beforehand, sitting and just waiting and even listening to hear if we can hear any of them landing, because with duck hunting, you really don't need to get your eyes on them. I was watching some guys and they were saying that they've been learning over the years that if you can just get close to the spot that you plan on hunting and not even trying to spook them, if you can just hear them, you're gonna have better odds, because they were finding out that once they spooked those ducks and they flew off, the following day when they came back to hunt, it was a fraction of the birds that they kicked up. Also for early teal, since I'm just learning, this is only my second year, so don't take all my stuff for granted, but definitely learning that for early season teal, you want to get shallow water in these marshes, because I don't know, that's what I want to find out. Every time I go out, I want to learn something and I want to talk about it. So I want to figure out why these teal hit up shallow water. I'm assuming maybe because they're smaller and feeding, I don't know. Big water, I don't know. Maybe there's not too much competition. Shallow water, smaller pockets, because they're so small with other ducks and geese. Yeah, I don't know. But we're very close, a couple miles, and I think we will get back with you once we're in his truck and headed to the marsh. So we'll see you then. All right, we're on the rig. What just happened?
Fucking sunglasses in the water. Son of a...
Went under the first branch. They're on top of his head. But we got him.
Get this on camera.
Oh yeah. Be sure to pick up your crap.
Don't be that guy.
But now since he has the waders on, he's kind of just walking us through. Alright, so we made it to our first oak island, and as we are walking out of the marsh, had maybe 15, 20 geese just laying right behind the boat. I'm gonna see if I can sneak up there and get them on camera, but they came in perfect. So another thing that we possibly noticed was an old scrape and licking branch right off the edge near these oaks. And then it looks like there's a trail that runs up here on this little hump in the middle of the island. Looks like it's decently used, because you can tell some of the old wood gets rubbed away too, because they just like drag their hoofs across it. And holy mosquitoes. And found the first sign of hunters, some garbage back here. But it could be old, but it's a hike to get back here unless you're taking the waterway. So there's that advantage, but it looks beautiful in here. It's all oaks, walnuts, the good stuff. Just trying to see if there's any signs of cameras or stands left in trees. Goes right through there. Definitely a bunch of old rubs. And some more garbage. Sweet. Oh, nice. Trail camera. That's neat. So I put a note on my phone and said, follow me on YouTube or hit me up, and put my name, put it in front of the camera. So see if someone slides in those DMs, you know. Kind of stinks we're not the only ones back here, but they must have saw that little trail that's coming out of the marsh. I was wondering if there's any more cameras, but we just left her and let that be. I've had one camera stolen. It's not cool, especially I get more pissed about the SD cards to see what's on them than the camera. But yeah, it's thick, but that's where I would be if I was a big boy. You mean athletic shorts aren't proper? No. These mosquitoes are gnarly. Definitely a trail back here. Yeah. So this should be prime. Trail heading out right to this point and hopefully find a bed back here. This deer trail goes right to the tip. Fingers crossed. Might be an older bed on this island or this point. This definitely jets right out into the marsh. Might be worth checking out depending on if that hunter's out here or not. I can't tell if one is like a definite bed or not, but I wouldn't doubt if there's one right in here somewhere. There's old rubs all over the place, so multiple different trails just heading in through here. I mean, this trail's just beat, and it could be on any of these little trees, but there's a bed. Worth a shot. The buck might have been killed out of here already last year, a couple years ago. Those beds do get reused, so worth a shot. I mean, all these have old rubs on it. Tons of trails and old rubs.
There's a taller one back there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a sign like they go through there and like heavy trail, but I couldn't tell if there was a current bed or not.
Between those three trees there.
Mm-hmm. That's like last year.
And then there's a little bit of a bigger one here.
Oh, look at bottle. Is it a bottle? I just wanted to be picking up someone's DIY deer pee. That's hard to figure out unless they're new. But y'all know it's not one one deer doing it.
You can turn around and get in the boat and go to that other island.
Yeah, I'm down. I'd say they might not even know about that finger if they have the camera set up on that other end, but if he ends up following me on YouTube like I just asked him to do, he might see everything. There's a decent opening where he put it.
A boater like that.
Yeah. Alright, just got to the next little island. Probably only checking these two out today due to time restraints, but this one might be a little bit more promising. Also seen a lot of ducky area. Can't tell. It looks like there was like a stick there at one point.
Right here?
Yeah.
Like a trail camera?
Or like a climbing stick.
Oh.
I just thought it was weird.
Yeah.
More rubs like last time. I just wonder if they're bedding closer to this thick stuff that we came in on. You know? If we have to come in like a harder way through the reeds. But if there's no hunter sign, I'd rather give this a shot than the other one. You know those natural tree formations? Cool. Obviously that's hopefully a gun area though. I'm not too worried about gun season. Because hopefully we'll be duck hunting come gun season. Oh, there's another little blind. Oh, there you go.
Shit.
Yep. It's new. It's wet.
Taste it.
Buy you a new boat if you taste it. Yeah.
Need any water?
Got our first buck track. I like this area.
I do too. I feel like they gotta be walking between this and walking through this to either get to this shit or get to that side.
Yeah. I bet there's something bedded on that little island thingy out there.
It's straight out this way.
Yeah.
I wanted to just kind of walk this, see if we can see any more sign, and then
Yeah, I mean,
walk into that a little bit.
or even if we just see a heavy trail, we can chalk it up as worth trying to hunt it.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow, is that an old car?
Huh?
That's an old car over there.
Where? Oh yeah.
Wow. Well, I guess if there's anyone local watching this and you know where a car is in the marsh, you know where we are.
That's pretty cool.
So we're out here and Kevin made a good point of all the garbage that we're finding, and you should probably start picking up your shit. This is pretty cool though. It's definitely been messed with and shot, but it's pretty sweet. Thinking like a 90s?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to research like how old.
Look at that though, some new acorns. We found a deer spot by the car. Alright, we're gonna go check out this last little point and then call it, I think, for a day. So far, this spot seems to be more promising as in fresh deer sign compared to scrapes and rubs. We haven't really found too many like the last island, but I like this spot a lot more. Maybe we can fit more people out this way, I think. And a lot of older sign of people at least. And that's a big boy.
Got curled over, so it's probably 3 years old. There's no. Maybe that was one. There's one.
Yep. Big boys. I'm more hyped about the little to no hunter sign. Yeah, seems perfect to produce something. Little to no hunters, fresh acorns. Yeah. It's definitely rubbed off.
Yes, sir. This one too.
Cool.
Drop a rub here too. I'm gonna go back and look at all these notes. Like, man, I rubbed off a lot back here.
Oh yeah. And so far, only hunter sign we have seen on this island is those little ground blinds and one little water bottle in that old car. But that's about it. We're gonna head back now. See if we can maybe see some ducks. We've heard some. Saw the geese. It's not total failure. I think we'll have to hunt some hunters though and watch these parking spots to see if anyone's coming out. Will, filming off the camera, or filming off the phone. got a little walk back. Kevin's motor shared a little pin, so she just spins now. So we're trucking. All right, guys, we are back in the truck, headed home. Did a decent day of scouting. Ended up kind of bad, considering he sheared a pin on his motor, and we had to walk it back. But it wasn't too awful, minus the fact that I found out that my early season waders, which are just regular frog togs, got a leak in them. So I got to stay cooled off, but now I have to figure out what I'm going to be wearing early season. A couple things we learned: pick up your trash. For one, we picked up so much garbage. Two, try your gear out before season comes, so you're not scrambling and stuck not having the gear that you need. Yeah, that's kind of it for learning, minus the fact that we found some decent spots. Some we liked more than others. There was more fresh sign and acorns versus there was a whole bunch of old sign on one of the islands that you saw. Tons of rubs, scrapes, all that good stuff, but none of it looked new. Yeah, we'll figure out when to hit it. Might be a midweek thing, or even when everyone hits the lull. I'm not sure. Might get a camera out there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we found some decent spots, and that's about it. So gonna get home. Of course, it is the hottest day out so far this summer. It's currently 91. It's supposed to get up to mid-90s. But everyone stay cool, and I guess we'll see you next time. Appreciate it if you go check out my new website, the trading post. I'll put a link in the bio, like I said before. Go down below, like and subscribe. If this is something that you enjoy, let me know. Any feedback, any comments, concerns, I'd highly appreciate it. And then we'll see you next time. See ya.